Hey everyone, I hope you had a wonderful day or you are having a wonderful day as well. Today I'm reviewing this Dali Oberon 1 mini monitor bookshelf speakers. So this one is the small bookshelf speaker. As you can see, the size of the driver and size of the cabinet. This one is only featuring 5¼ inch base driver with this soft dome tweeter. So fit and finish and quality is just about right. Vinyl wrapping, this wood grain vinyl wrapping is very good quality, especially these drivers in particular have a great quality products that they offer. So usually, I take these kind of small speakers to my music den, which is much smaller room to listen my music and evaluation and all that. So after breaking them in, after running them in this room, I realized this speaker doesn't really need to put in the smaller room because they have a great soundscape and skill that it can project towards the room filling sound. That's how I should say it. So this little speaker can fill the room. This room is not small. I mean, this wall to this wall is 14 feet, but that way is 20 feet from wall to wall, and big opening to the right, like 75-foot long great hall on that side. So all the measurements and everything is done in this room based on these treatments and all that, and using this system with Dano BMA SX11 and Sony HAB Z1ES. So overall, my experience with this Oberon 1 speaker is very positive and very good sounding bookshelf speakers that really offer the great price to performance and quality, sound quality ratio. So in-room placement of these mini monitor speaker is very easy and you can put them like anywhere. I mean, just put them straight or a little toe in, give them a little bit room. So I put them like a little over 6 feet apart and 4 feet behind the speakers from the back wall, and the soundscape and skill is very good and very enjoyable experience with great musicality that I can enjoy listening to. But if you want a little bit more precise stereo image, you may throw in a little bit more. But to me, I like the balance between precise stereo image and wide and spacious sound. So I always like to place them speaker, slide toe in, especially this kind of dome tweeter and this kind of bookshelf mini monitor speaker. So I don't toe in too much, because if I toe in too much, I'm very sensitive to the high frequency brightness that I may experience. So that is the only few tips that I like to point it out. Otherwise, this is the very easy to place in your room. You can even use them as the desktop speaker. This could be a best desktop speaker that you may buy, because size and performance and sound quality that you can have, detailed sound quality, they're probably one of the best in terms of space between the notes and more precise stereo image with a good quality sound reproduction. This may be a great candidate for your desktop music listening as well. For the amplifier pairing, I try with the three different amplifier. This Class A bias Denon BMA SX11 and Class D M, and as well as the AV receiver. So I really prefer the this Class A bias amplifier sound reproduction with this one. Class D, probably the third option for me. It sounded a little edgy and a little less refined and less instrument separations and that kind of stuff. AV receiver, they sounded very good, as well as the better than the Class D. I mean, that I have a small Class D amp, and of course this Class A bias amp totally destroy all that and provide me great musical soundscape and scale and dynamics with this little bookshelf speaker. So which I really enjoyed, and I had a great experience listening to this little guy. And sensitivity is about same as the KEF LS50 matter. I mean, it should be around like 85 to 87 decibel, probably like close to 85 in this room. when I'm listening to my music. So volume control knob at the 9 o'clock position get me around like 80 decibel loudness in this room, so which is pretty decent for this size of the mini monitor speakers. And sound stage is like wide and spacious with very nice detail, high resolution sound reproduction with very good authority and detailed, precise sound quality that this one can provide. Particularly the bass performance is very impressive for the size of the driver and size of the cabinet. In my opinion, this one can go toe to toe with CAF LS50 or LS50 Matter in terms of bass quality. So bass quality is tight and taut and precise with good definition to it. Very good quality sound reproduction from bass performance. And mid-range, everything in between is very good quality as well. Like precision notes, good quality, accurate human voices and vocals and conversation and dialogues that I can clearly hear and I can clearly enjoy my music, or when I was watching movie or anything that I might do, this one can provide great clarity and detailed sound reproduction from bass performance to all the way to high frequencies. So mid-range to upper mid-range, that transitional area, it may not be precise and more refined sound than other speakers that I'm used to, but that is acceptable in my opinion because the selling price point is just about right for the quality of the sound that we can get. So upper mid-range can be a little bit brighter than I may prefer, and high frequency as well, it can get a bit brighter than I really like. So regardless of the dome material, that's the way that they reproduce the sound. So upper mid-range to high frequencies, a little forward than I like, and it's tiny bit of a brightness that I can hear, and it is really is a little downside for me that upper mid-range to high frequency brightness that I experience time to time. So due to that tiny bit of brightness, what I did was I put the grill back on, then it reduced the high frequency brightness a little bit. It helped a little, and this grill is very nicely made with the Dali sign in the front. Very good quality grill that they offer with this package. So this is very nice. So that is my little point that I just want to mention, because high frequency extension, if you are very sensitive like me, it can reduce a little bit, put in the grill back on, and it help a little. And next thing is overall frequency extensions and measurements that I did. So in this room, I measure in-room response using the REW software. Most of my measurement, I did the stereo measurements because that's how I want to know, because as you know, we don't and we never listen to one speaker. I will show you one speaker measurement and mono measurements and stereo measurement graph in this right around here. So the frequency response and measurements are very impressive, very good measure, very good sounding bookshelf speakers that you can have. And power handling is about same as the CAF LS50 Matter, because if I raise my volume control knob to like quarter to 11 o'clock position, then it will start bottom down. The bass driver is that's the probably typical of this kind of driver and the cabinet. So that is a little downside for me. So power handling is about same as the LS50 Matter, and I really want them to go up and provide a little bit more volume and power handling. So that is a little downside for me that I had experienced. So overall sound quality, I can truly appreciate the way that they do with this price point and the way that it can provide the soundscape and skill and dynamics with the precision notes, with the accurate vocals and voices that this one can produce. I can truly appreciate listening to this little bookshelf speaker if I don't have this KEF R11 or other speakers. Sound quality, price, and everything just about right, very much up there with very high quality mini monitor speakers. It can go toe to toe with regular LS50, or even you can compared to LS50 Matter. I mean, if you compare to LS50 Matter, what you will notice is LS50 Matter will give you a more precise stereo image, better stereo image, maybe a little bit better bass quality and performance. But soundscape and width of the soundstage is this Dali Oberon one is wider than the KEF LS50 Matter and more spacious feeling when you listen into the music or when you listen into human voices, and a little bit more, I would say a little bit more effortless and more natural to my ears. So other things are, many things are LS50 Matter is better, hence the big difference in price point, but this one is not too far behind. Great speaker for small room to mid-sized room like I have, and it can provide great authority and sound quality with wide and spacious soundstage. Doesn't matter what kind of music you're gonna play with them. You can do any kind of music. This one will provide great quality sound. My next favorite point of this speaker is it can provide effortlessly natural soundscape and spacious soundstage, which is really impressive. So that is probably the most favorite part of my experience with this speaker in this room and enjoying all my music. Sound quality and everything, I mean, I can totally recommend it to you if you are looking for this size and price of the speaker for small to mid-sized room, and these kind of small mini monitor speaker must be paired with a subwoofer or two for your maximum sound reproduction and sound quality. So that is my quick review. I can totally highly recommend it to you for overall price, performance, and quality ratio. And this little speaker can give you a lot of surprises. Overall sound reproduction in terms of scale and dynamics. So that's it, my friend. That is my review. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Italiener singt von Amore. Statt meinen Herren sagt der Signore. In Frankreich sagt man oui und in Spanien sie, so beginnt der Sprachunterricht. Was für die Schule gut ist und richtig, ist für Verliebte nicht mehr so wichtig. Sagt er, ich liebe dich, ja, dann hört sie zu und Grammatik stört sie dann nicht. Bei mir bist du schön, ja, schöner als schön, sprachleis ein verliebter Millionär. Bei mir bist du schön, bei mir bist du schön, ich schenk dir ein Schloss und noch viel mehr. Ich sagte Bella, Bella, dein Blick macht mich ganz toll. Mein Herz schlägt schnell und schneller, denn du küsst mich wundervoll. Bei mir bist du schön, ich muss es gestehen, viel schöner als alles auf der Welt. Bei mir bist du schön, please let me explain. Bei mir bist du schön, mean the green should be better. Bei mir bist du schön, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land shall be. I could say Bella, Bella, even say from the bar. Each language helps me to tell you how grand you are. I try to explain. By me best to show, so kiss me and say you understand. extra shirt. So kiss me and say you understand. So kiss me and say you understand. So kiss me and say you